Hey gang, in this video I'm going to try and bring you up to date with where we're at on the mobile home conversion. I've been working here 5 days a week and there's a lot of footage, and what I'm realizing now is we're coming into spring and I'm showing you footage of stuff that was done sometimes 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to try and speed you through what I've done to bring you up to date, but I want to keep it chronological so you can see the amount of work I've had to do on it, the amount of rot I've had to deal with, and the amount of regret I've had almost of restoring this thing. So I hope you enjoy this video and we'll bring you current. Let's get into it. Again, no plan, no real plan. Plan in here, slowly developing. So I think what I'm doing is, I call these letterbox windows, these ones. I'm sure they have a more professional name, but that's what I call them. Maybe a transom window. So I framed this bigger, obviously, because I got to frame it out. I'm torn whether I'm going to find out the cheapest route. Either I get glass made and make my own frame, because it's high enough out of the weather that it won't get much. It'll really have to be hardcore rain for it to hit up that high. So I might make my own frames, but if the cost is not much more, I'll get some vinyl frames for the windows. So I got one window there, 5-footer. I got a gap here, 16-inch gap, and then I think I'm gonna do another 5-footer here. And then I'm going to have to, but what I might do is leave this header in and leave this open so I can get rid of the debris out of here when I demo the kitchen. This is going to be bathroom here. This is going to be the bedroom, but it's going to be like not an enclosed bedroom. And you don't really want a window in the bedroom. So window here, and that might be it for windows. Okay, so now the wall is partly built on the inside. I'm going to leave this open, like I said, so I can turf stuff out when I want to instead of fighting with doors. I'm going to put another transom window here and then match another transom window there, which will allow me to put the TV below it, keep the fireplace there, have a little L couch here, and then a bigger window here looking out onto the field. So this kitchen will be removed, and that's my next job, is to clear this junk out, make this into the bedroom. Thinking on the fly. Sanitizer? I don't think so. Why do people keep empty boxes? Empty boxes? Why? Another one. Truth be told, my wife has a little fetish with empty boxes. Wasn't this just delicious? Rat poop everywhere. Looks like they really like red peppers. got most of the kitchen out. It's just gorgeous wallpaper, hey? I reach these moments in jobs like this where you kind of think, am I just polishing shit? You know, like, would have been easy to build it from scratch, but you know, when you think about the cost of lumber, more than you think goes into a spot like this. You know, the roof trusses, the insulation. It's always easier if money's not an option to start from scratch. But then it's super wasteful, right? Because a lot of this would just go in landfill. And so when you think about restoring, it's more environmentally conscientious. Well, this is great. This is not great. How long am I gonna have to chase this rot? Small job becomes big job very fast.
It's like a long thing, but it was the same price as one that had only one and had two.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like a deal. Flowering cacti you bought. I'm kind of clumsy. Okay, well, you're not clumsy, but just watch out for nails.
That's okay. You can let
Hold
it
it.
It's nice to see the sun out. I got elbow brace. Joys of getting older and being hard on your body. It's my problem right now is my elbows. Anyway, ran out of plywood, but all the way along here, rot to deal with. Just, you know, without these overhang roofs here, these trailers suck for leaking. Got rid of all the rot. Plan is to finish this today and get it all Tyvek'd up. So when I look out of the house, I can see project done. Yes, check off the list. So it's funny, I needed a mask, so I went down to the local supply store and got one of these guys, an N95. After the last 3 years, I think twice before buying this. I don't even like to touch these things. They're just such a sign of submission and slavery. I think these will be forever changed. But now when I buy one of these, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to wear that because it just brings back bad memories. So this bay window, which most people would probably think, well, don't take that away. Well, one, it's really decrepit. Two, you know, see the way it sits on the outside of the property, it seems like it's ready for another mobile home to be attached to it, which lots of people do. They attach two together. But I just don't like the way that looks. All right, so now that window is out. I think I'm gonna frame the header before I remove this. So you can see here, this facade that looked pretty kind of harmless and good was completely rotten, completely rotten. So, you know, that's the problem with vinyl siding, sometimes stucco. You don't know what's going on behind. And I had a sneaking suspicion because I could see this buckle. There's a buckle right on the corner there, which meant that this whole box out was dropping off. The rain is just dripping down, working its way in over the years. I mean, this trailer is late 70s, early 80s. And before this roof went on, the amount of egress around the perimeter would have been extensive. Having an overhang is just saves the life of this massively. Man, just when you think you've broken the back of a job, you realize you haven't. Look at this. Absolute debacle. Carpenter ants, water, dry rot, all of the above are in here, which means I gotta carry on the rebuild. By the time I'm done, I could have just built a whole new one. Funny, not funny. This is damage. This is not doing anything to hold up this side of the building. No wonder it was sagging and buckling. We had a buckle going on here. Obviously, the carpenter ants got in, which is a problem here, which we're learning. For most animals to live, they need water. So in a dry spot, you don't get the problem, but where there's water, they can stay alive, build their house, and thrive. And I have got one rotten corner here. I'm just praying it doesn't continue down the wall. But yeah, looks like a fire happened here, hey? So bad. Count of what day work it is on the ugly house, but I got my buddy Jason came back again to graciously help me, no charge, just helping me. We're going to continue on chasing the rot down this side of the ugly house now. So we've done two sides. Fingers crossed it's not as bad down this side. Yummy, yummy, look at that. Look at this. Unbelievable. If we'd left the siding on, you'd never know.
Yeah.
Like just total. Look at that header.
Oh yeah, it looks like it was burnt.
This side's worse than the others. Why did I start? So, not good. We have got worse rot than we had on the other side, leaving me wondering what the heck I actually salvaged this for, because I've replaced so much of it. I'm reminded of when we used to fix up old kind of cow sheds in England and how much of the actual original structure wasn't left. But we've just got rot. Carpenter ants ate the whole face of these 2x4s right down to nothing. And this is the really unfortunate part. This kick out, which I wanted to keep, we have rotten 2x4s going into it. This was added on before the roof was added on, and there's rot behind here. So I'm left with no choice but to gut this, tear it down completely, and decide whether I want to rebuild it again. So I got to get another bin here. We're gonna have a pile of debris, and this was the last standing outcropping that I was gonna keep, which I can no longer keep now. So pretty disappointing. You can't change it. It is what it is. Okay guys, thanks for watching yet another day of demo and slow rebuild. We're gonna get there, and this place is gonna look great. I know it is. We're gonna turn a corner. It's just this, at this point, it's drudgery, just getting rid of the rot, working my way through it. So please subscribe too, spread the word, tell it to your friends, and thank you. Talk to you soon.